What's up guys, Ben here, welcome back to another Beer Guys WoT Xbox 360 video. Today we're on Karelia, standard battle. I'm in the tier 10 American heavy tank, the T110E5, as my very first tier 10 tank. Don't really use it so much these days, but it's a great tank. I don't play tier 10 a huge amount at the moment anyway. I'm pretty okay matchmaking there, I guess. Well, we like half, well they've got a couple more tier 10s than us, but it's pretty much half 10s, half 9s. But yeah, this is a really fun round. I wanted to show you it. It goes, it's a pretty long replay. I think we get most of the battle timer ticks down. We've got a lot of TDs on our team. We've got no mediums, we've got no lights. So as soon as I see this matchmaking, I'm thinking I need to kind of play like a medium tank here, which works well for the E5 is basically a medium tank anyway. It doesn't really have that great armor. It's quite quick. It's got pretty decent pen and rate of fire, and not massive alpha, but it can dish out sort of 400 or so, which isn't bad. And with the rate of fire, it's good. So what I was doing here is what I've done a few times recently. There's always a big battle on this bottom kind of corner on Karelia, and with everyone kind of sat at the far end, I was trying to rush to get onto the little hill in the middle here because it's quite a quick tank. They've got one medium. There you go, I get spotted. Little snapshot there. So my original aim was to try and get around this corner and get up there, but I get spotted and I don't want to risk getting hit, so I decide to back off, bounce a shot there off their E5, and decide just to play this corner in the end. And it turns out to be quite a nice spot. So I'm getting spotted quite easily here, but I can pull back. Icefall puts one into my tracks, doesn't do any damage, that's fine. And it's also a nice spot because I'm RT safe here. There's no chance that their artillery is going to be able to get a shot on me while I'm here. So I'm feeling good about this spot. We've got, if you look on the map in the bottom right, you can see there's a massive load of my tanks sitting back kind of behind me, looking down this valley. Lots of TDs, lots of firepower. Got a few tanks gone down the other side. We've got heavy tanks almost at their base already. I don't think he's going to last very long. And there we go, we pop out and start spotting them. And just and the plan here is to just keep spotting them out and let our TDs sitting behind me just blast away at them. And there we go, we start getting a few spotting points coming in. So I've got to do this pretty carefully. I don't really feel I've got too much time to poke my head out and aim a shot, because they've got Jagdpanzer 100 over there, they've got who knows what else sitting at the back there. They've got, what, 5 TDs on their team? At least 2 of them are over there. Big hit by one of the TDs there. I'm sure that was all my spotting. Try a bit of a snapshot on the Jagdpanzer 100, but unless that had flukily hit his lower plate, it had no chance of going through. But worth a punt. You can tell I don't use this tank very often because it hasn't even got camo on it. So they've got the T57 Heavy over there, another dangerous tank. I think they've got a VK that's pushed up a little bit closer, that's sort of sitting in the middle there. But none of them have managed to do any damage to me yet. There's a few shots gone flying nearby. And now this T95 next to me is going to soak up some of the heat for me. So there goes that Jagdpanzer 100, the Jägerroots. Good to see him down. And they've got a Jagdtiger that's nearly dead there. Who's that? E75 just got set on fire. And the first actual shot of the match that I really aim properly and I miss. But I'm not worrying too much about damage at the moment or trying to rush around this corner. I feel like I'm probably getting quite a few spotting points. You're in a tier 10 battle. I've got, there we go, there's some damage finally. Nearly 5 minutes into the battle, 4 minutes in. T95 feeling pretty confident there. But yeah, I feel like I'm in a good spot. I can keep racking up spotting points. There's a lot of enemy hit points over there. I've got a lot of firepower behind me. If I keep spotting these guys up, They're just getting annihilated, really. I've got the guys behind me seem fine. There we go, another kill. What, a kill. Another damage shot. Got the Death Star behind me now. Dead Death Star. And so you see, it's not the easiest thing in the world to sit on this corner and play it, because we've had a T95 and a Death Star come up to this corner and both get annihilated pretty quickly. But thankfully, the manoeuvrability of the E5 and the good spotting range allows me to just keep poking backwards and forwards and spotting these guys. I've managed to get my binoculars in as well. I run binoculars on a lot of tanks, so I've managed to get myself quite a nice spot here where I can get the binocs on. As soon as I get spotted, I'm just going to run back away. There we go. Fire off a shot and move before they hit me. You can see them vainly trying to hit me, but now I've got this. We've got the rock and I've got the T95's carcass sitting in the way as well, which is great for me. I'd rather the T95 was alive, but there you go. We've got full health E100, Jagdpanzer E100 behind me. I think there was a Borsig back there as well. That's great firepower, even against tier 10s really. There we go. There's the Jaegeru taking one out. So team's pretty even. I've got, what, 12 spotting ribbons already, 3 bits of damage. We've got a couple of TDs up at the other side of the battlefield who look like they're doing okay. Managed to damage the gun on the 57 Heavy, which is pretty useful. And get an easy shot into the side of the E4 there. So there can't be, I'm thinking there can't be too many more people left down there, but I'm playing it pretty patiently. I've seen they've got this heavy tucked round up on the hill. I'm not really sure what that is at the moment. Oh, there's the waffle. Get a couple of nice shots on him before he gets finished off. No time to load high explosive there. If you do have a chance and you're fighting against the waffle, you can load high explosive. Do that. Fire it into the turret. The turret's got no armor. It's made of toilet paper. Put a high explosive into that, and you'll do full damage. There's a good chance of module damage. Definitely the best way to fight a waffle. But in that case, we didn't need to. We just shot him and killed him. So our team's 1 down at the moment, 8-9, not bad. Still looks like a stalemate at the other side of the battlefield. I'm going to push up with these guys a little bit, and we'll try and mop up and maybe move through to the cap. I don't really know if suddenly those TDs on the other side, they might be on very low health, they might get killed. And I don't want to risk those guys being able to push through and cap us, so I think it's time for us to move on, get stuck in there and see what happens. I've only lost a little bit of health. We've just got to finish off this IS-7 before we can move on really. Try and get one into his turret ring there, but it doesn't really pay off. And he manages to put one into my cupola. I was a little bit silly there. I probably should have wiggled around a bit more and backed off a bit more, but there you go. And now I've seen, so our Borsig has actually come up the other side of this hill. And now I'm just going to sit here and wait. And let that Borsig come in and shoot him in the side. There's no need for me to poke my head up and eat another shot. I can just sit here and wait for that guy to get hit in the side. And then if he turns and tries to shoot the Borsig, then I can move up and I've got a side shot. So we go, that was the Borsig. Bit of a low roll there. I think they might have been, maybe that was high explosive or similar. I feel that was pretty unlucky. I don't know what the armor value is on the side of the IS-7 turret, but felt like that probably deserved to go through. There he goes, Borsig finishes him off. So we finally swung the battle back our way. We've got, what have we got? 4 TDs, me as a heavy against a couple of TDs and medium. Sorry, a couple of heavies, a medium and 1 TD. They've still got artillery. I haven't really seen much of that because all these mountains around this side kind of protect you pretty well. There goes another one of those guys. So that's the Borsig sitting up on the hill there in sort of G6, 7, shooting down over the kind of open plain. He's on 4 kills now for a tier 9 and a tier 10 game. That's doing great. So here's a Conqueror. base camping, not helping his team at all, and I get a lucky tracking shot on him there. And just wait for the E100 to take his shot before I poke my head out so I don't get in his way. And chuck one in the side. I'm not sure if those guys maybe got disconnected. They didn't look like they were moving at all. Certainly the Conqueror didn't fire back. And this E50 doesn't really seem to be doing much as well. Not that he had much chance to. So we're up to 16 spotting ribbons now. I'm interested to see what kind of spotting damage that's going to be in a tier 10 game. There's the RT. I imagine he's been focused on the other side of the battlefield really, because he just didn't have a shot on any of us. And there's just 2 of them left now, so it's really just mopping up. Make that 1. So I think it's a T95 the enemy have got left. Which probably is going to be back at the base here somewhere. Everyone's kind of swept in. We've covered all the different routes through to our flag, so he's definitely around here somewhere. It kind of helps to, there he is, it kind of helps to show you that just so much of the time the team that has the most base campers just loses. People who you sit at the base and try and get late damage are just overwhelmed and outnumbered by tanks. You get stuck in and get that early damage, it's those teams that tend to do better, I find. There we go, place that shot nicely into the side of the T95. Not always a guaranteed pen in the side of a T95. But it does the job then. You've got to aim above those the tracks, so don't just get eaten by the tracks. There's a lot of spaced armor there. So we've got 86 grand in silver, 5,500. I think that was on a, yeah, that was on a double. There might have been an op on that as well. We got mastery 99%. We got patrol duty. We got Confederate. That's for hitting 6 enemy vehicles that other people kill. Very pleased. Patrol duty in a tier 10 heavy tank. So there we go. We've got 7,500 spotting points. Nearly 3,500 damage, 1,800 XP pretty much, couple of kills. Yeah, very pleased with that. Only penned half my shots, but a lot of them were snapshots when I was going back into cover, so I'm pleased with that. I only took a bit of damage really, not even half. Yeah, 900 damage, so didn't lose half my health. And you can see that Jagdpanzer E100, their Rebel Sandman, he did 7,500 damage. That was probably pretty much all of my spotting points, was that guy sitting behind, hammering away down that line. So nice one, Rebel Sandman, thank you for that. Thank you for hitting your shots. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed that round. I thought that was a really great one. I think it's the first I've got up on the channel on the E5, so let me know what you think if you want to see more. I don't play it so much these days, so let me know if you might want to see some more rounds in that. I'm Ben, we're the Beer Guys. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting like or subscribe or looking at some of our other content and seeing if you enjoy that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.